was co-defensive MVP of our entire district. Had a very great season, which propelled him into the position that he's in today. BT is going to be signing with UT Grand Valley today. So DC Thomas.
For things like this and this. Before you make a purchase, you can even use the 5
That guy, he's going crazy. Coach K's calling all week. Don't kick it to Dion. And number 6 for Marcus Davis is Dion Sanders, ladies and gentlemen. So they were just going off. But just that, in a nutshell, kind of explains who he is and what his ability was for us. He could do that at any moment during the game, whether it was a punt return, a kickoff return, or if we called, a play that was targeting him. And if he got the ball, his hands on the ball, he was going to take it to the house. And that's why he was the utility player of the year in our district this year. So ladies and gentlemen, Marcus Davis will be going to East Texas Baptist University. Marcus Davis. All right, next we have is Hanif Bilal. Hanif was a 2-year starter for us. As a junior, he was the first team all-district safety. As a senior, he was the second team all-district corner. And was just super vital to what we had going on in the back end. You know, in basketball, you know, the point guard is the extension of the coach on the floor. And in football, for us on defense, you have to have a guy in the back end that's an extension of the coach on the field, and that's who Hanif Bilal is. He made all our checks in the secondary. He's at corner. He's communicating from one side of the field. On the other side, he's trying to get people lined up. Like, you don't have a lot of kids very often that can do what he does from a cerebral standpoint, that can get people lined up, that can make checks, that knows what's going on. And so that's going to be a huge hole for us to fill from his leadership. And not only that, you know, he's not very big in stature, but he'll come down and he'll strike it. And he loves to be physical, and he loves to hit. And so that's another uncommon characteristic for a DB. And so just because of who he is from a leadership standpoint, how big his heart is, and how much he loves the game, ETBU is getting a steal of a player from North Crowley High School. With that being said, Hanif Bilal. Hanif Bilal. Next, we have Keith Hodge Jr. Man, Keith, linebacker for us, first team all-district this year, last year. Keith is a three-year varsity, you know, football player, a lot of experience, but he also is super athletic, can play a lot of positions, can play safety, can play linebacker, can play outside, inside, all right? And probably one of the most important things about Keith is that he's very even keel. He never gets too high, he never gets too low. You know when you put him in the game, you know exactly what you're gonna get. He's a guy that comes to practice every single day, he works hard, and he also was a leader of that group. And with that being said, Keith is going to Missouri Western, where they're also getting another still of a football player and an even better person, Keith Hodge. Last but not least, we have Ronnie Claiborne Jr. RJ for us played, left tackle. His first team all-district tackle. Very, very athletic at the tackle position. Could do a lot of different things for us in the big. You're able to play tackle for us. Number one, you stand alone on an island. And then everybody knows, when you see most sacks given up, it comes from that position. And you didn't see that a lot come from the right side of our offensive line this year. All right, number two, you have to be able to pull, be able to run, and then you got to be physical on the point of contact. And he checked all those boxes. And so RJ, again, he's another one of those guys that we call a Swiss Army knife. He can do a lot of different things, and because he can do a lot of different things with him, he gives you a lot of flexibility in your game planning and how you want to go about your attacks. And with that being said, RJ is going to McPherson College to play football. RJ. Ronnie Claiborne, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we are, as I have an opportunity to reflect back on the season, this group of seniors, really, really special, near and dear to my heart. Year one, we were able to lay the foundation. And I think that coming into the season with the collection of talent and the work that we have done, when I had talked to people before the season, I told them I felt like this group had the potential and the opportunity to play round 5, and I knew we'd see Duncan. So a lot of people that wouldn't have said that if we didn't have the senior leadership that we had this year. These guys bought in every single day. When things were going wrong and we had to get on their butts, they got on everybody else's butts. because of the way that they went about their work, I know they set the standard a little bit higher, and the expectation is a little bit higher. And because of them, we went out and next year's non-district schedule, we loaded it up. We're gonna play week 1 Lancaster, week 2 DeSoto, week 3 Dengar, week 4 Lancaster. You're not gonna find many more pre-district schedules harder than the one that we're gonna face. Coach Gates wasn't worried about it. Because everybody I talked to last Thursday, we had 2 games that we're looking for. Everybody was saying no. Nope, we're not playing y'all. Not playing North Crowley. Coach, y'all are way too good. They were running from it. And the only ones that played us, DeSoto and Rockwall, and both of them were in the same situation we're in. And so I was excited that we ended up getting an opportunity to go play DeSoto at their place. And then Rockwall, right now we're talking the logistics if it's gonna be there or if it's gonna be here. But I said all of that to say this, 14-1, you guys have passed the baton to these guys that are sitting up here and some of them that are not here. What you did is not gonna be in vain. The goal is to take one more step. And we can only get an opportunity to take that one more step to be in that championship game because of what you guys did. And so for that, we're forever grateful. For that, no matter where you are, what you need in life, we're only a phone call away. You talk about Galatians 6:9. Do not become weary in doing good, for you will reap a harvest if you faint not. If you don't take anything else with you, you take that. Because when you leave, the people that you're around, the decisions that you make, all of that what? And what? Everything, it matters. And you guys know that. So let that echo in your mind. When you're riding with somebody and they don't have the same goals and standards you have, get out the car. I've had a lot of guys go to college to dream places. It just happened to be with the wrong people at the right time, and now they're at home or they're somewhere that they didn't want to be. Make the right decisions, because you're a reflection of your family that's here to support you today, and you're a reflection of this program. And my goal is that when coaches come here and they recruit our kids, that they know what type of product that they're getting because of the atmosphere that the coaches and their families have raised them in. And so with that being said, again, from this coaching staff at North Crowley High School, we're proud of you, and we wish that everything in your future goes the way that you want it to. Just remember, keep working, Galatians 6:9, and that'll take you where you need to be. Thank you, guys.
Is now a Shock affiliate. Get 15% off using code SEMIPROLIVE for things like this and this. Before you make a purchase, you can even use the visor visualizer and choose between your favorite colors and make the best decision on your purchase. Oh, and did we talk about the giveaways that they're sending? See you this weekend.
All right, we've got Coach Ray Gates of North Crowley High School. Just recently, one of the best finishes in school history, coming off sending his group of seniors off with a handful of scholarships. So tell us about this season and what it's been like to just transform this community and set a new standard for the city of North Crowley.
It's been remarkable. The amount of support that we have, not from just the administration here at North Crowley and Central Administration, but also from our community, in Fort Worth. 817 for us encompasses all of us. And, when we played our last game versus Duncanville, I looked up in the stands, we had over 10,000 people here. And in that moment, I knew that we've kind of, changed the perception of football on this side of town at schools that kind of look like us.
Well, there's a couple of other schools that were in a similar situation at the beginning of the year, but they didn't have the same kind of outcome as you guys. So what were some of the things that you just installed in these young men and this program to really turn this program around and make you guys one of the premier programs in the state?
Well, we always talk about 1% daily growth, and every single day we take that approach. We're not trying to fix everything every single day, but if we can get our kids to understand, how to go about, self-evaluation and how to apply, the coaching that they're getting from their coaches to the field, then we'd be good, on the opportunities that we have on Friday nights to go out and get those wins. So, we make sure that we harp on the vital things, as we say, and we make sure our kids are ready to go every Friday night.
And my last question is, there's a lot of schools in Tarrant County that have gotten hot, that have won state championships. You guys were able to get a unique amount of support from not only Fort Worth, but from the whole county. What was the key to you guys really getting the community to unite behind this program?
Well, I think people are hungry for, this type of football. They're hungry for a program to root for. And I think people always love an underdog story as well. And so we were kind of the underdog, program coming out, last year, and then people started to kind of figure out who we were, but wasn't for sure if we could do it again. And we did it again, and people just kind of rallied behind that. And so we just took all that momentum and we just pushed it forward. And, our like I said, our community fed off of it, our kids fed off of it. And it just set us up to be in this position that we're in today. And I think that, going forward, North Crowley is going to be a household name that when you talk about the best in the state, you can't leave us out. And then again, that's one of the reasons why our non-district schedule is the way it is. We want to go play the best because we feel like we are the best. And so we just want to make sure that we do everything we can to put our kids in a situation to be successful.
Love you, Coach. Well, thank you for your time. We'll be right back. All right, this is Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. We've got DK West, one of the North Crowley senior class, has just signed, getting ready to start his college future. So, man, what school did you sign to, and what kind of led you to that decision?
I signed with Mississippi Valley, and it led me to the decision. I like the coaching staff. They got a black head coach and all that. So, and it's an HBCU. And my favorite receiver being Jerry Rice, I took the opportunity to take my talents to Mississippi Valley.
I like that, man. I like that. So we're able to set a new standard for your school. What kind of feeling do you have just leaving the school knowing that you guys are probably one of the greatest teams to ever come through this facility?
I don't know. But what I do know is we're not going to be the greatest because the next team is going to be better than it's just going to keep getting better and we're going to eventually win state. But it do feel good to set the standard for the young guys, and I know they're going to take over, and it's in good hands.
All right, man. You got any social media if we want to follow your career as you start up college?
My Twitter handle is DeCorianDW. My Instagram handle is @RouteRunner3. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
All right, man. Appreciate you taking the time. We'll see you guys next time on Semi-Pro Live. All right, you got one of the North Crowley seniors. This one's a little bit special to me because I got to actually watch this young man grow up when his daddy was playing semi-pro. But man, you have far surpassed your father. Well, first one, let's get your first and last name for the audience that doesn't know.
Keith Hodge Jr., class 2024, outside linebacker, strong safety.
All right, man. So what was the key to this season, man? You were part of this senior class that has really just turned around the reputation and the standard for the school of North Crowley. So how do you feel after this record-breaking season for you guys?
I feel like we did what we were supposed to do. You know, we put in the hard work since the beginning of time. We've been doing this for a long time. So I just feel like everybody put in, everybody bought into the process, and we got the results. 5th round.
All right, man. So what are you looking forward to about your college career in this new chapter?
I'm trying to be a true freshman. I'm trying to go on and play.
I love it, man. I love it. So what do we want to go study when we're at school?
Entrepreneur business.
All right, now before I let you go, do you have a social media somewhere we can follow your college plays and keep up with those highlights?
Yes, sir. My Instagram is d1.keithhodge Jr. My Twitter is the_problem.
All right, man. Be on the lookout. Keith Hodges Jr. is one of the stars of the 2024 senior class for North Crowley High School.
Yes, sir.
That monotone. That's crazy. Oh, my bad.
I just get it on. We can stay on the corner. I just leave the background. All right, we got another one of that high-level senior class from North Crowley, man. Let's get your first and last name. Where you from?
Ronnie Claiborne, Fort Worth, Texas.
All right, man. So tell us about this season and what it's like to end it with signing your contract, heading off to college.
This season was amazing for me and for the whole team. You know, we went 14-1. You know, I couldn't have did it without my team. You know, just being here signing with everybody is a great accomplishment, and I'm proud of my teammates.
All right, man. For a long time, a lot of the DFW, not the DFW, a lot of the Fort Worth, Tarrant County, we didn't really get behind. All right, sorry about the shaky camera work. Channing Humphrey with Semi-Pro Live. We got another one of this amazing senior class for North Crowley High School. What's your first and last name?
Ashton Searle,
All right, and where'd you sign to today?
West Texas A&M.
West Texas A&M, man. So what does it feel like to be a part of a transformational team? You guys really changed the outlook and the perception of your whole program with your play this year. What was it like just being a part of that process?
Well, part of it was amazing. You know, we just had an explosive offense and amazing defense. A1 this year, to our coaching staffs, to our quarterbacks, everyone was just meshed perfectly this year.
So what was the key to that chemistry that you guys were able to form that was able to just really drive this program?
Well, really, everybody just knew what the goal was from day one. So we just kept the goal in mind, and everyone knew what we wanted, and we knew what it took. So just stay down and worked hard, and got the results we got.
All right, now as you progress in your college career, we're going to want to follow you, man. You got any social media or somewhere we can track and keep up with your career as you go on?
My Twitter is Ashton the Great with an 8 though, and my Instagram is No Limit 2X. So follow me there on Instagram.
Any shout outs for you dip off the school?
Shout out to Goon City, shout out to our guys, and shout out to my coaching staff. Sir.
Hey, #1 in the nation. Come get them on God. I merch it, no cap.
Yes, sir.
All right, appreciate you, big dog. All right, man. I couldn't leave if I didn't get the big man on camera. You know, I'm always a fan of the trenches. So, what's your first and last name, and where'd you have the pleasure of signing at today?
My name is DeCorian Thompson, aka DC, and I signed to UT Rio Grande Valley.
All right, man. So we're heading down south, man, and we do a lot of business down there, so we might run into you. So tell us, man, what's it been like to be a part of this organization as you guys were able to just change the perception of North Crowley football?
Man, they've been a special time. It's been fun. We had a lot of ups and downs, but most of the time we had a lot of fun. And we all are big on family because we all been playing with each other. So we all came here to show what we could do and put the city on the map.
So how did you guys handle the expectations? Because you guys were really one of the first North Crowley teams to come in with that type of expectation on your shoulders. How are you guys able to balance that and stay level-headed as you went through the season?
Man, we just stayed focused, and we had one goal, that's DPS, District Playoff State. And we just stayed focused, staying on the grind, and we kept doing that.
I like it, man. Now, as you go on it with your career, do you have any social media, somewhere we can track, keep up with your plays?
And so you can follow me on Twitter at Decorian Thompson. Decorian, DACORIEN 07.
All right, man. You got any shout-outs before I let you go?
Shout out to Goon City, Coach Gates, Coach Ron Hart. Goon City on top. Watch, they finna shot the world next year.
Appreciate you, man. Great interview. Thank you. All right, man. We got another one of these big-time seniors from North Crowley setting the standard for the city. So, man, let me get your first and last name and where'd you have the pleasure of signing to?
My name is Hanif Bilal, and I had the pleasure of signing to ETBU, East Texas Baptist University in Marshall, Texas.
All right, East Texas. Hey, man, one of my first Arena League coaches was Coach Gray from East Texas Baptist University. All right, man, well, tell us about this journey, man, to end up here signing, getting ready to go to college from where you started as a freshman.
I mean, of course, it's been a long journey. I really didn't even start playing football until my freshman year. So I just...
Hold on, man, because we got a lot of youth parents that watch our program. So you came in freshman year, was able to sign to a scholarship your senior year.
Yes, sir. I made it all happen. It's just hard work and dedication every day. You got to stay humble every day.
All right, man. Well, in Texas, where everybody's obsessed with youth football, what kind of tips or tricks of the trade would you give to a young athlete who's not coming in with the stripes and all that from youth football coming in freshman year?
To all the youngins who ain't there yet, just don't give up. You got to remember, just keep trying and trying and trying. No matter what position you're in, you can't give up. And don't listen to everybody, all the negative, and take that and turn it in as an anger. Release that on the field.
I like that, man. I like that. Now, before I let you go, man, tell us about that season. What was it like being a part of what right now is your school's best season in history?
Oh yeah, it was a great season. We whooping on everybody, anything that come our way. We were standing on business all season. That's really what this year was about, standing on business. We were supposed to make it all the way to the state, but we fell short. But we were standing on business every game. We made sure of that.
All right, man. Now, before I let you go, you got any social media somewhere that we can track your career or see your plays as you go on?
I got Instagram. My Instagram is Neef Dondado with 2 A's and an underscore at the end. And my ex Twitter is Hanif_3.
I love it, man. All right, well, we'll go ahead and let you go. Signing day live from North Crowley High School.
Semi-Pro Live is now a Shock affiliate. Get 15% off using code SEMIPROLIVE for things like this and this. Before you make a purchase, you can even use the Visor Visualizer and choose between your favorite colors and make the best decision on your purchase. Oh, and did we talk about the giveaways that they're sending? See you this weekend.